If you're someone that's struggling to maintain your balance, whether you're seated, whether you're standing, whether you're assisted, whether you're non-assisted, a lot of people go to fitness trainers and therapists and they're like, hey man, I'm having balance issues, and they immediately go to feet, they immediately go to hips. But what if your balance issue isn't coming from anything down below, it's coming from something up above? It is highly, highly, highly possible that your balance problem is coming from a disruption in your brainstem, which runs at the base of your brain, that's actually up in the neck. So let's talk about how we fix that. So take a look at this diagram here. This is your brainstem. This is encased in your cervical spine, okay, which are all the vertebrae right along here. Inside your brainstem, you have spinal reflexes, and they all come from a structure called your PMRF, your pontomedullary reticular formation. This houses a lot of cranial nerves, a lot of blood vessels, a lot of tissue that's going to help with the autonomic functions in your body. Now, autonomic means you can't really control them. They're subconscious. Something that is kind of in between, meaning voluntarily and involuntary, are going to be your spinal reflexes. So as you take a step, as you plant your foot like this and you're going to go take a step, as your body shifts forward and prepares to move this other leg, it's going to prepare to go onto one leg, okay? We are bipedal or bipedal mammals, right? So we like to be on 2 feet. But in order for us to get from one place to another, we have to be able to go to one foot as that leg kicks forward and goes to the other foot. So as your body prepares and shifts forward, as you're about to take a step, then the spinal reflexes inside the brainstem on this side of your body start to be like, yo man, we got to do this thing. We got to stabilize our body because we're about to take that leg off the ground. We have to combat gravity so that we don't fall over. So as your body comes this way and you start to lift your foot off the ground, guess what? You have more body mass on this side. So your body becomes asymmetrical. So what happens is your body wants to start to do this. So there's structures inside your brainstem called your spinal reflexes and your PMRF that are like, no man, we don't want to fall because that's dangerous. So they lock in your lat muscles, your core, your spine, your hip, your lower leg muscles, and your feet to create a nice stable anchor or post in the ground that your body can move around as it steps forward so you can keep yourself in line, okay? So as you walk, you take a step, you lean forward, your PMRF kicks in and goes all the way down this way, lifts that leg, comes forward, stops, and then prepares for the next step. So an awesome exercise to start training that PMRF to actually be able to stabilize as your leg's coming forward is we want to simulate that, but we're going to give it a balance assist, okay? So we're going to start in this position. I'm going to take a right step forward. My left hand is on the chair, kind of in a forward position here. My right hand is behind me with my left foot behind me. Now, all I'm going to do here is I'm going to start shifting my body weight as if I'm going to take a step. I'm going to squeeze my glutes a little bit, pull my abs in, reach down towards the floor, okay? Because that's going to lock everything in. I'm going to push up from that chair and lock this lat, because this lat connects to this hip to create a nice stable structure. Then all I'm going to do is slowly bring this arm forward as this leg comes forward, and I'm going to stop. And I'm just going to pause, relax into that, let my brain feel safe. And then all I'm going to do is slide back, okay? So we're not actually going forward. We're just doing one step at a time and then reset, one step at a time, reset. So we're retraining your gait pattern. So I'm pushing into the chair to lock my lat. Abs are nice and tight. I'm shifting into my glute. I'm pushing up through the top of my head. This arm comes forward as my leg comes forward. Nice and slow. Just take it slow, like lean, 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 lean here, and then kick the foot forward and stop. And then slide back, okay? So you want to keep tension in this side of your body and through this side of your back. So you got this diagonal line going this way, vertical line going this way. So as I'm stepping forward, I'm lean, 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 nice slow motion, and then I'm stepping forward and back. When you break down the gait cycle and allow your brain to feel safe and learn how to be and exist in the different phases of the gait cycle, that's how you start to retrain your brain to see walking and perceive walking as non-threatening instead of threatening. Because when walking is viewed as a threat, that's when things go wrong. So by doing this very controlled, very intentional movement, nice and slow, it's giving your brain time to adjust, time to find the right muscles in order to stabilize itself so that it can create a nice stable structure for you as you're moving your leg forward and your arm forward, which is going to help improve the way that you walk.